Good morning, everyone. Today I am in Bucks County, Pennsylvania, more specifically Doylestown, and we are going to be checking out Fonthill Castle. So the Fonthill Castle was built between 1908 and 1912 by archaeologist and tile maker Henry Chapman Mercer. So we are entering in, as you can see. It says Fonthill. This is the entrance. So I'm thinking at one time there was probably some type of a gate here, maybe? This is the way you would drive up to the castle. This is so cool with the trees lined up the way they are. I'm thinking these might be beech trees. Not sure.
London plane.
You might have heard someone say nope. I have Tony with me today. What type of trees, Tone?
London plane trees. It's like a hybrid tree developed in London. I think it might be related to a sycamore.
Wow, London. What are they called again?
Plane.
I'm sorry. London
Plane.
It is a hybrid tree.
Developed in London, England.
Well, that would make sense, right? Developed in London, England.
Yeah, see, they're different.
So one of the interesting things about this castle is that it is one of the earliest examples of poured in place concrete. This is kind of cool. What do you think was going on here, Tone?
That would direct the water, I guess.
So there must have been well, there's no creek here now.
No, it might be
But
runoff.
there was something directing the water here at one time.
Yeah, look at the nice stone.
Oh, look. You can actually jump down here.
No, you
I don't know if I'm going to walk all the way through, but check out this tunnel. It's fenced off on the other end. I'm thinking there must have been a stream or something here at one time, and the water was directed maybe through to the residence. Oh my gosh, look at this place. So it looks like there's a tour going on right now, so I'm assuming you can take tours. I just have to wonder how something like this was built. Look at all the windows. So it contains 44 separate rooms and over 200 windows. And look at this place. They have this sort of fenced off. What do you think this was, Tony?
I think there was water in there.
I don't know. Tony was asking if I think it had water in here. I can't walk down there. I really want to, though.
You cannot.
I cannot.
Oh, there's tile in there too. See?
Yeah. Well, didn't we say there's a tile, not a factory, what would you?
Yeah.
There's a Moravian Tile Works that we're going to be checking out as well, which is not too far from here. What do you think this roof's made of, Tone?
Huh?
How is this clay?
They're whatever. What do you call them? Tiles?
Yeah, I don't know.
They're tiles.
But
it
it's
looks like
cement,
cement,
and then it has like a, it's like, I don't
yeah,
know,
that's a
tiles.
ceramic tile.
Ceramic tiles.
But it's like unglazed.
Do you think this could have been I wanted to say a spring house.
It might have something to do with water.
Yeah, sorry guys, I can't get in there. I'd like to look in that little window if possible, but as you can see, they have this all blocked off. So Tony, do you have any idea how they would pour the concrete like this? They would use forms or something and just have different levels?
Tell that other building must be more weathered. You can tell they did it in layers, like they would pour a layer and then they put another layer on top of it.
So why do you think they stopped building this way? You would think it would have been cheaper, right?
Oh, I mean, like a lot of, like, parking decks and stuff are all poured concrete.
That's true.
Parts of buildings.
Tony pointed out like a lot of parking decks and everything are built with
I think
poured
a lot of
concrete, so.
Foundations of buildings are, but it gets too heavy. To build real high, it's too heavy, I think.
Tony's saying like to build this high, it's too heavy, I guess. But this place is really in pretty phenomenal shape, right?
Yeah,
Considering it was
like
built in 1908.
Like the foundations of like the skyscrapers are all poured concrete.
So I just like little nooks like this. This is kind of cool. So there's a little door here. It doesn't open. So I guess that door goes directly into the house. And we can take a little peek inside. As you can see, all the walls are poured concrete as well. So you said Henry Mercer Chapman owned the Tile Works.
Yeah.
So it's a Moravian Tile Works, so that would tell me that he was probably one of the early Moravian settlers. So I'm wondering if these are still the original windows. Tony seems to think they probably are, from 1908.
Yeah, like
now we have a little welcome center over here.
Yeah, I wonder what this was. You could probably go. See here, I think you can see like the different layers of concrete.
Yeah. So like you're saying there would be a form here,
yeah,
and then another form, and then they would just keep building up.
Yes, I think so. I think so.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And then you have like the railings here, the concrete railings. And this building is now converted into the Welcome Center. So Tony, what are those up there?
What?
Are they like chimneys?
I believe they're chimneys, yeah. I would say.
And this probably would have been heated coal back in the day? I'm thinking early 20th century, probably coal.
Yeah, they're coal or they're wood.
In fact, quite possibly, right? That's where they would put the coal. Maybe yes, maybe no. And these are cute. This was probably a beautiful flowered garden at one time. All the time growing up in Pennsylvania, I never even knew this place existed. And to be honest with you, I really didn't even know about it until I started the YouTube channel. A lot to explore in Pennsylvania. I'm thinking whatever state you live in, there's most likely a lot of hidden treasures there as well. It's just a matter of getting out and exploring. All right, so we're gonna try to walk in here and see if we're allowed to explore this place a little bit without taking the tour. I really don't want to take the tour because it's over an hour long and I want to check out the Moravian Pottery Works as well. So you really couldn't see much inside the Welcome Center. Everything was kind of chained off. The only thing you could see was like the outside of restrooms, and I didn't think that would be all that interesting. So we are back outside. I got out my camera, so I'll be able to zoom in a little bit and maybe take some photos as well. And then we're gonna check out the Moravian Pottery Works, which should be pretty cool. I think it's in walking distance, right, Tony?
What's that?
Is the Pottery Works in walking distance?
Yes, I believe it is.
Wow, this is a cool tree you're standing in front of.
It's a big tree.
It is a big tree. I don't know if I'd say it's a huge tree, but it's definitely different. Is this one of those?
No.
No. He knows what I was going to ask. If it was one of the, what was it called again? The London?
Plain.
London what?
Plain.
Plane trees?
Yeah.
It is not one. Now he's thinking maybe it is.
Because look at the leaf. That's the
Maybe it's a dying one, Tony.
I don't
because
know. The other
this
ones were
this
more-
one right here is definitely one of the London plane trees.
Yeah, I just thought because it's not as smooth as Mars, but the leaves look like the leaves.
So anyway, I'm not sure how interesting this is, but this is the London plane tree, and we're deciding. I don't think that one is. I think it's a different tree. Oh, it is. Okay, so it might just be an older one or something. We don't really know. If you know, leave it in the comments. Okay, I am back in front of the castle, and I'm going to get my other camera out and zoom in a little bit. Kind of check out the roof and the chimney. As you can see, like we mentioned earlier, the concrete chimneys and the railing up on the roof. So I was thinking about taking the tour, but I actually overheard the tour director. You're not allowed to do video. You're only allowed to take pictures, which would be kind of cool, but I really would have preferred to go in with my camera and do some video. I would say if you're ever in Doylestown or even in Bucks County and you're just looking for something kind of cool to do on a day trip, this is definitely worth checking out. And it's probably a good idea to take the tour as well. All right, so now I just need to find Tony, and then we will head over to the Moravian Ceramic Works, which I believe is within walking distance. Now finding Tony, well, that might be an adventure of its own. All right, so on our way over to the Ceramic Works, just found this little storyboard. It was home and showplace of Henry Chapman Mercer, 1856 to 1930. So we know the castle was built between 1908 and 1912, so I guess he had a homestead here prior to that. There's some pictures. I guess that shows us a little bit of inside. Beautiful. I guess this is the tile from the Tile Works. Let's head over to the Tile Works. So this is really cool from the outside as well, Tone. This is poured concrete as well, correct?
I guess. I believe it. Looks like it.
Doesn't it kind of have, and maybe I'm wrong, like doesn't it kind of have a Spanish look to it, maybe?
A little.
Spanish architecture?
Well, isn't Moravian Spain?
No, I believe the Moravians were from Germany.
Okay.
I believe. Tony asked if the Moravians were from Spain, but I believe they were from Germany, so I will have to look that up and put it on the video. What do we got going on here, Tone? Is this, I mean, this right? Is someone actually buried here? I don't think so, right? This is unusual. There's a small little headstone here. I don't think they're buried here, but I don't know. Kind of surprising that this is just sitting here. And this as well, I don't know if this doesn't look like a burial headstone, but I don't know. I'm answering my own question with the headstone. I see a bonfire here,
Right.
and the pumpkin. They probably had some kind of a setup for Halloween. Today is November, what, 9th?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking they did some type of a Halloween celebration. This is really cool. And I don't see anybody over here, so I don't know if this is open for tours, or at least I don't think it is today. But check this out, just walking through places like this. It's very cool. So a barrel with some of the ceramics here. And we have these that lift up. With some burlap sacks. Just a peek inside, which there are lights on in there, so maybe they are open. Maybe we can go in. Here's a nice little ceramic, El Dorado. Another peek inside. I'm wondering, is this place still in operation? I mean, it's probably more of a tourist attraction than anything else now, but maybe they're still manufacturing ceramics in here? I think so. Let's take another peek inside. Hopefully you can see. And look at that chimney. It appears to be brick, and then there seems to be some really cool ceramic work at the top. So I'm gonna grab my other camera and zoom in up there. Very cool. And I may or may not have mentioned earlier in this video, and I always say that because a lot of times I cut things out through editing, but they must have done something for Halloween or had some type of an event. Can't imagine that's normally there. Just zooming in on some of these chimneys. Some more ceramic work. Let's take another peek inside, and it does appear that it's still a workshop. I'm guessing that they still manufacture some of these handcrafted ceramics, and maybe they're for sale. Just little pieces of ceramic in here. Decked out for an autumn theme. We have the old corn stalks. interesting. I especially like this one. Kind of nuts. Look at this guy's got his tongue hanging out. And who doesn't like owls? All right, so let's just take one more look at the Moravian Tile Works from the front. Not sure when this was built, but I'm gonna guess early 20th century. So I'll add some information to the video. And with that, I'm gonna end the video. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you so much, and you have a great day. Take care, everybody.